What's going on, guys? Today I want to make a video going over holster compatibility and light compatibility between standard Glocks and like your P80 frames. I've gotten a few questions about this in the past, so today we're going to be discussing whether or not the P80 will fit in like Safariland holsters and kind of what lights are going to fit on the P80 since it does have a different rail. So we'll jump right in and talk about the lights first and then move on to the holsters. All right, so like I said, I get a lot of questions about P80 fitment with lights and holsters, so I just kind of want to make a quick video going over P80 while I have one here with me. So this is a P80 19 frame, so a little bit smaller than my 17, but most of the stuff I'm going to talk about is going to stay consistent between a 17 P80 frame and a 19 P80 frame. So talking about the lights, like I've said in the past, your P80s are going to have like a 1913, so as you can see, the X300U-A for a Glock frame, an actual Glock frame, is going to fit on here, but it's going to have a lot of slop. As you can see, the light is all over the place, so I would recommend if you have a P80 and you want a Surefire, go with the X300U-B. That's going to be very similar in terms of mounting to your Streamlight series of lights. Now this Streamlight has the Glock plate in it, and it mounts up just fine onto the P80 frame. It doesn't have any slop, that's just because it's not tightened down. But if we tighten this guy down with the Glock plate installed on it, as you can see here, it is solid. So a Glock plate, or just use the standard 1913 plate that comes with the TLR ones, you'll be just fine with the P80. And then a lot of people ask me about holsters, so while I have this one here, trying to get it in a 6354 DO, as you can see here, it doesn't really want to go in. Now keep in mind this does have an aftermarket slide, and the P80 is going to have some differences that are going to kind of set it apart from the Glock frame. It has a little bit different of a profile here right by the rail, and you're going to have a little bit of a different trigger guard, actually a way different trigger guard, as you can see here, kind of the differences between the two. So with a light, I mean, and an aftermarket slide like this on a 6354 DO, you're not going to get it in there at all. And then if we take the light off of it, you'll see that the P80 still won't want to mate up just because of that kind of flared out trigger guard there at the bottom. It's going to hit, and then again, the aftermarket slide is not really helping the P80 in this case. So the 6354 DO not going to work with the P80 without any modification. 6390 RDS, same deal with no light. As you can see here, it's going to hit the trigger guard off the bottom of the holster. And then if we throw back on the Streamlight here, as you can see, won't even fully insert into the holster. So if you guys are looking for a holster for your P80, I would recommend something other than Safariland. You're going to have nothing but trouble unless you go and modify them. And again, I don't know if they're even capable of being modified to the point where you'll actually be able to get your P80 in. Now correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but just from a quick test here, the P80 will not work in the Safariland line of holsters, being the 6354 DO, the 6390 RDS. Now lights, like I said, if you want a Surefire, go with the B version, not the A. You're going to have a lot of slop. And then the Streamlights are going to accommodate you. They're going to come with all the different mounting plates in here so that you can mount it to a 1913 rail like on a P80 or your standard Glock frame. As you can see here, this is the Glock plate, like I said, no problems, mates right up. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer them. If you guys could like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. It helps get my videos out to more people. And as always, thank you guys for watching.